Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're looking for a last minute Halloween makeup look that is like very little effort, definitely give this one a try. All you're gonna need is a red cape and people instantly know that you're a Little Red Riding Hood. A little bit of makeup and it'll look like you've been attacked by the big bad wolf. In order to recreate the look, the first thing you're gonna need to do is make some scar wax. It's really quick and easy, simple, 2 ingredients. All you need is some Vaseline and flour. You're gonna combine that and make it into a squishy little Play-Doh ball like this. And I'll leave all the instructions in the description box for you. So a little goes a long way when it comes to this. I'm just gonna take a little bit like this and I'm gonna use some lash glue to adhere it to my skin and a tweezers to just smooth out the edges and make the cut in between. Actually, I'm gonna do it this side because of my fringe. But yeah, you can use the tweezers or any sharp object and you'll get the same effect. Thinking I'm gonna have it going across like that. One line at a time because you want the lash glue to not be fully dry but just at that tacky point so that it'll smooth on nicely. Just do like a diagonal line. Starting over here. So that's going to take a couple of seconds to dry. While that dries, I'm just going to take my little bit that I've got here and roll it between my fingers. It's really soft, so it's easier to roll like this. Mine's kind of broken off into 2, which is perfect because I'm going to put on top and then obviously not across my eyes. Okay, I'm going to grab my first piece and here at the bottom. I don't think I'm going to put it on the actual eyelid because I think it's going to come off when I blink or so. So I'm just going to trim this piece. Wow, the lash glue is really strong. There we go. Now that I've got my wax scar in place, I'm going to take the edge of my tweezers just to smooth it all out. Very important to smooth it out so it'll look more realistic, and then when you apply your makeup, it'll be so much easier to blend. So you really want to take your time with this one. But don't worry, I'll speed it up for you. Okay, now that I'm done blending the edges, I'm going to take my tweezers and just make a line through the middle of it all. I find the tweezers to be a good option because you can just push it in there and then it'll open the wound a bit more. Okay, so I finished cutting a line through all the scar wax. That's what it looks like in the end. I know it looks a bit crazy, but just like trust the process. It obviously doesn't match my skin tone. So next thing is to take your actual foundation that you use so that it'll match perfectly to your skin. If you've watched any of my makeup videos, you'll know that I am always a Rimmel Match Perfection 303 True Nude. So I'm just gonna take that. You wanna be very careful to not flatten it because now it's like raised up a little bit. So I'm just gonna take my makeup sponge and just put a little bit on there. And then be as careful as possible, trying to dab it along. It's mainly to blend the edges because you're not really going to see the other parts because there's going to be like fake blood and stuff. Okay, I blended it in as much as possible. Next I'm going to take some eyeshadow, put some black in the actual lines and some red around. I found this really nice eyeshadow palette And I think it has pretty much like all the shades I'm going to need. It's got the reds, the browns, the black. So I'm just gonna do a combination of that to really make it look more painful. So first thing I'm gonna do is take this angled brush so I can get into the grooves, and I'm gonna take my black. Now you can see the cuts appear to be deeper once you add the black. Now I'm going to take this dark red over here and that one over there, combine the two. This is some lovely reds down here, and just add it in with the black and in the very edges. So like swipe it up like that. Do you want to go for a dark red? So up close, it's looking pretty nasty. It is really starting to get there. Really loving it. Now for the last part that's really going to pull this entire look together, you have to add the fake blood. So for that, I'm going to use a brush or an earbud. I haven't quite decided yet, but I think an earbud might be the easiest. So just dip it into the fake blood and let it drip down like it naturally would. Oh, that looks nasty. Oh, going a little bit off where I want it to go. But that looked pretty cool dripping down. And pretty nasty at the same time. It's okay if it gets a bit messy, but I kind of want it to stay in the lines. Exactly where the cuts would be. And there you go. I am so happy with the way this came out. You can obviously add more blood, more lines, up to you how you want to do it, but it looks pretty realistic in my opinion. So that's why I really love the scar wax, because it adds that depth and it's so quick and easy to make. So this is how I created my little Red Riding Hood look if she had fought back and escaped. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a like down below, and happy Halloween everyone. Bye.